Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. In the last episode, we made our way to the town of Fall Arbor in order to help out May in her search for Professor Cosmo. The only thing is, once we reached the town, we had found out that Team Aqua has already beat us there, all because they want to steal a meteorite that he had found for their nefarious plans. Although we weren't able to recover the meteor, we did get the chance to meet the admin of Team Aqua, Shelly, as well as their rival Team Magma's leader, Maxie. Overall, although the mission ended up being a bust, our next path is now clear to us, since Mount Chimney is no longer being heavily guarded like it was beforehand, before we even made our way through everything to get to even Fall Arbor Town in the first place. So that being said, honestly, we definitely know where we're going, since Mount Chimney and Lava Ridge Town are definitely places where we should definitely visit, since one, we know Team Aqua is on Mount Chimney, from what we were told, and well, we also need to go to Lava Ridge for the gym there, to be able to gain access to the HM strength. Since we have the HM, we just don't have what we need to make everything work. So honestly, we definitely know where we're going. The cable car is ready to depart. Would you like to board it? I definitely would. Please step this way then. Okay, well, off we go. Since definitely Mount Chimney is definitely one of our places we need to definitely make way for. Since we definitely know they are doing something up here. One, because when we originally were at the cable cars, before we had to go through the Fiery Path area, which is on the left of it, well, it was heavily guarded by Team Aqua. And, well, Shelly and the Team Aqua grunt we met in Meteor Falls also said that stuff about Mount Chimney as well. So it definitely makes sense for us to make our way over here. But honestly, let's definitely prepare. But, anything for you? I know something. You do? The receptionists at the base are twins, and the receptionists at the peaks are also twins. Well, yeah, I guess, but, that would also be the case for, like, you know, Nurse Joy and the, just in general for the police, officers back on, what was it? I'm trying to, Jenny, I think it was, Officer Jenny, yeah, from, the original anime, for the original, like, for just Kanto in general. I believe she was also in Johto, I think, for a little bit, because Johto and Kanto are connected via the, top parts of their maps. But honestly, yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're twins. But honestly, it does look like we got Team Aqua and Magma fighting off against each other over here. If they expand the sea, there'll be fewer habitats for Pokemon and people. Yeah, that may be true, but you're the opposite of Team Aqua, so you would be expanding the land too much where, you know, Pokemon and people wouldn't have water, or seawater, so the seawater Pokemon aren't going to be having as much of a good time underwater, since there will be no water. Alright, drench 'em. Nothing from the Team Aqua grunt, though, but Team Magma is definitely not happy about them being here, and definitely seemingly winning this, little war that's going on here, with the fact that, Team Magma looks like they just showed up. Oh no, Team Aqua outnumbers us. We can't keep up with them. That may be true, but, that annoying Team Magma, they always mess with our plans. Well, technically you're messing with each other's plans since you're both opposites of each other. Team Aqua wants to expand the sea. How's that for insane? Well, you want to expand the land, so how's that for insane? Meteorites pack amazing power. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, hey, look, it's Maxie. Long time no see, buddy. It's definitely not been too long, honestly.
Arg impudent fools! You Team Aqua curs dare to impede the great Maxie!
Well, it looks like they're all fighting off against him with 3-on-1. That's interesting.
Impotent little imbeciles!
Well, what about you, Team Aqua grunts? The energy contained in Mount Chimney and the power of that meteorite, we in Team Aqua are gonna get it all for ourselves. Wahahaha. Well, it looks like they're definitely, you know, winning the war for sure with the fact that Maxie's this far back. And it looks like, definitely looks like Team Aqua is pretty far up. the mountain as what it seems like with the guy on the left side. Stay out of our way, okay? We're trying to enlarge the sea for the good of Pokemon. Not really. What about the Pokemon on land? That's not really for the good of Pokemon. Alright, if 3 of us work together, we can even stop the Team Magma leader. Well, for probably a little bit, but he is using a Poochyena, so let's be honest here, he probably will eventually get through you, but it is just one Poochyena to be fair. We have Team Aqua working together for everyone's sake. Are you sure about that? Like if there's more water around, water Pokemon will be happy. True. But what about every other type of Pokemon? Because water type Pokemon, although there is a lot of them, there isn't enough to say, like, you know, make it so it's more better for water Pokemon to be happy than land-based Pokemon. But yeah, there's a decent amount of Pokemon in the water, but still. And it'll give people more fun places to swim. I would debate that, I'm gonna be honest. Because, where I live, since, you know, I live in America, it definitely is kind of a little bit more overrated to be swimming in the seas nowadays, with the fact that, at the current moment when I'm recording this, there's been a lot of sharks being, like, caught near, like, land, like, where people swim, and I mean, like, hundreds of sharks. So, and it's not like where, I'm not, like, at the point where, yeah, like, sharks are, like, aggressive or any of that. I'm more like, when you have a shark and you have a lot of people swimming, well, the shark is going to be scared, so then it's going to thrash around, and that's how people get bit. So, yeah, it's definitely not a fun time to go swimming at the current moment, but, honestly, you could just go swimming in a pool, or if you live in the northern areas, like, you could swim in, like, lakes and stuff like that. So it's like, you're not forced to swim in the ocean, but I'm gonna be honest, at the moment, right now, for where, you know, just with what's going on over here, honestly, yeah, it definitely is kind of scary to go swimming. If you live, like, somewhere like Hawaii, or just somewhere where you could see inside the ocean and see where these sharks are, because you can literally see through some of these, like, just in general, like, oceans, and actually see inside the ocean because it's crystal clear. And, well, you won't get bitten by a shark in places like that, because you'll see them before they get anywhere near you, but still, though, it's like, it's kind of crazy right now with everything going on, so I'm gonna be honest, I'd rather stay out of the ocean. Pretty interesting little dialogue to come out of a random Team Aqua grunt, though, to be fair. But honestly, not bad. Honestly, you did pretty good there, bud. Huh? What do you mean I lost? Well, you lost indeed, buddy. And also, nice Pokemon. You have a Grimer on your team. Kinda like that. And it looks like, oh, there's Shelly. Let's definitely prepare ourselves for her. Since we know she has a Carvana, and we know that she has... Wasn't it a, yeah, it was a Poochyena, wasn't it? No, she had a Mightyena. No, I don't know why it's a Poochyena. Mightyena. She had the evolved form. She had a Mightyena and a Carvana when we fought her in Meteor Falls. But we don't know if we're gonna fight her again. Very possible, though.
What are you doing here? Did you follow us all the way here from Meteor Falls? Well, hey, good job, kid. Okay, I admit it. You are quite the trainer, and to Archie, me, and all of Team Aqua, your existence is annoying. The world Archie dreams of would, be a utopia for Pokemon.
Heavily doubt that with the fact that you're just thinking about water-type Pokemon. But honestly, Maxie would only be thinking about Pokemon on the land. So, honestly, it's kind of like both the worlds are, definitely bad, and the one we're in right now is better than what the plans of Team Magma and Aqua are. But if we were playing Emerald, we'd be facing off against both of them. So, but it's pretty cool that, you know, we get to meet Team Magma in this game with with Sapphire and Ruby, because they do appear in both of those games too. It's always pretty cool. So, we still get to, you know, experience both teams, which is cool. Although we're primarily facing off with Team Aqua, to be fair.
I can't let you get in the way of someone who's pushing on towards a perfect world. prepare yourself. This will finally be the time that I leave that cute face of yours, swollen and crying.
Okay, we're going straight into Shelly. Okay, well, here we go, because we're definitely facing off with her again. And, oh, she's actually got a different Pokemon this time. So, no Carvana, but she does have a Grimer. So, we do need to be a little careful there with the fact that we can get poisoned. But honestly, for the most part, I'm not really super scared of a Grimer. It's going to be decently tanky, though. But Minimize, thankfully, isn't going to hurt us heavily, but evasion tactics can be problematic if they get too high. But thankfully, it went for a one and done, and not where it went straight into, like, another one, thankfully. But honestly, one Minimize can definitely hurt. But thankfully we didn't miss, because that could have been the case there. So we got very lucky with how that ended up going. So, honestly, not too bad. Could have been bad, in essence. And she doesn't have her Mighty Anna this time, actually. Okay, another Carvana. Honestly, we should be safe here. We didn't get poisoned, so honestly, Lily can definitely keep going. So, Lily, keep going, because there's no reason for you to back out now. So, honestly, might as well go for it. We got hit with the rough skin, but that's the ability of Carvana, so we don't need to worry there. But down goes Shelly pretty easily this time. Honestly, not too bad. Linoon hit level 24 as well. Wants to learn Covet. Is that good for contest reasons? And no. Okay. Yeah, definitely send that back. That is definitely not a move we're going to want if it comes to contest stuff, because I'm not really using our Linoon to fight, so there's no reason to throw any random moves on.
But what was that?
Honestly, a complete devastation of your team compared to what you had on Meteor Falls.
Are you telling me you upped your game even more since last time? You're a brat with a bright future.
Well, thanks for the bright future comment.
My Pokemon and I don't have any strength left to fight. Go on, and go and be destroyed by Archie.
Okay, well, definitely looks like we're making our way to Archie then. Looks like just a repeat. Okay, I thought she was going to say something different. Also, what's over here? I'm kind of curious about this, just because I just noticed it. Oh, there was a TM down here. I didn't even realize. And that's a fire-type move, Incinerates. Could be good. Incinerates berries, if I remember correctly, too. Which is in the name, but still. Oh, we actually can learn it. Okay. Could be good. But, that is definitely a question one, because it's special attacking. And our Pokemon really aren't special attacking when it comes to Lily and just Drake. So, I'm gonna say definitely not sure about that one. I am going to probably go about and heal first before we go straight into Archie here. Because, honestly, it'd probably be better to get a decent heal in. Not going to be able to go for a full one, though, since we only have one Orange Berry left, and I don't want to waste Super Potion if we can help it. But here we go. Archie, hello, old friend. Been a little bit, hasn't it?
The great swale of power that sleeps deep in the magma. And it's the key to controlling the super ancient Pokemon's power.
Well, hi there.
Ah, you are new. Oh, now I knew how I knew you. You're the little scamp that got in our way in Slateport Museum. If you made it here to me, you must have swept right past Shelly. Heh, crump, bruhahaha. I figured you were a big deal the first time I laid eyes on you, but well. Well, since you are the real deal, I suppose I could let you in on just what's going on.
Okay, what's going on there, Archie?
See this meteorite that I just got from good old Professor High and Mighty back there? With that right bit of luck, it seems we could turn it into a real nice valuable bit. Like maybe a megastone.
A megastone, you say?
Or maybe even a keystone. And as long as we're here, at Mount Chimney. Yep. Bwahaha! Look what I nearly went and did. If I give away all my secrets, all the thrill'd be gone from our relationship. I think I'll just leave you hanging there.
Okay, so Mega Stones is what you're after. Well, makes sense, since you and Maxie definitely have very specific points of notice on both of their models. If you look at Archie on the top of his necklace there, you can see it right next to the left of the speech bubble there. Well, you could definitely tell where a Mega Stone would go. And on Maxie, you can also see it when his introduction was when we met him in Meteor Falls. When he was opening up, pulling up his glasses. On the side of his glasses, he has a Mega Stone compartment next to his right side of his head. But honestly, well, makes a lot of sense.
Well, it's not the details that matter any old how. We've got a thing we gotta do. You see, from our point of view, Scalp, you're a dirty villain who's gotten in our way one time too many. I'm still leader of Team Aqua, so I'm afraid it's the rope's end for you and your Pokemon. Now come.
Okay, well, here we go. Time to face off against the leader of Team Aqua. Since Archie is, yeah, definitely their leader, so we definitely want to be careful. Better look at that Mega Stone compartment, too, on his little anchor there. But here we go. Going straight into the Mightyena, though. Definitely not a Pokemon we need to be heavily afraid of, because we have our own. But still, though, it's definitely not a Pokemon you want to be playing easy against if you can help it. I'm going to go straight into the Slash here, I think. Might be able to get a crit here if we get lucky. Going straight into Swagger. It's going to give us attack up, but it's also going to confuse us, so we need to be careful. But honestly, not too bad. That's a free bonus to our attack. So, honestly, could be good, could be bad, really depends on our rolls. Sadly, we hit ourselves there. Going for Assurance, not a bad start, but it's definitely not a good start. We are faster, we might get the... Nope, we are definitely going down. Oh no, we're getting roared out. Okay, well, Lily's not going down then. That's nice. Okay. Ooh, thanks, actually. That's actually really nice for us. Thank you for that. Fury Cutter for you. That's a free Fury Cutter for us. And we also get a speed up for that as well, since we get our speed boost at the end of turn. But we did get confused again. But honestly, the attack buff is actually not too bad. Especially with us being fast, we might be able to break out of that confusion pretty quickly. It's very possible. We might not even hit ourselves in confusion, but down goes Mightyena pretty easily. Not too bad. Double Fury Cutter too, so we're building up Fury Cutters now. And level 24 for Donatello, not bad at all. I'll definitely take any kind of free levels we can get, because 700 experience is never bad. Especially right now with everything, you know, we haven't had many, like, evolved Pokemon to fight. So, the more evolved Pokemon, the better. But here we go into his main Pokemon. Definitely not one we want to play around with too much. Since Sharpedo is definitely a very, very, you know, basically, this is basically Archie's starter, pretty much. So we definitely need to be careful here. But honestly, if we can get a really quick Fury Cutter in here, ooh, hit ourselves. Did half of our HP too. Although he's going Screech. Okay. Lost a little bit of our defense there. Basically, we traded attack for defense, pretty much. So we have double attack, but -2 defense, pretty much. And we're definitely, yeah, knocking ourselves out. Definitely a really bad roll on those. So, Sharpedo is fast, so we need to be careful. But, Millie is electric type, so we should be fine. But still, though, it's definitely not the best case scenario. So, for Millie, I'm kind of curious here. What are you better in at the moment? Better in special attack, so it would be better to go special attack. Okay, I was just curious about that. I'm going to go with Thunder Wave, though. Just to make sure this thing's not faster than us, because Sharpedo is fast. And I mean fast. So, dropping that speed is a start, since he will not be able to break out of it unless he uses something like a full restore. So, for right now, we should be fine, as long as that thing's not super fast. And thankfully, Electro Ball, because of the speed variance with that attack, just being based on if you're fast, well, it does more damage. Thankfully, Paralyzing a Pokemon lowers its speed, so that actually give us just enough to actually take him down. And we're also going to a Golbat. Okay, not too bad, but thankfully his ace in the hole is down for the count. So we're not in a bad situation whatsoever now. Because Sharpedo, yeah, if we started messing up on Sharpedo there, that could have been really, really, really bad. Thankfully, since Sharpedo went down pretty quickly because of that Thunder Wave Electro Ball combo, it ended up being pretty good for us, honestly. And it looks like Millie is going to be ending this fight off for us. Not too bad. And down goes Archie. But not bad. We lost one Pokemon for it, but honestly, not too bad. Lily definitely got us started for the most part. And, Ninjask ended up coming out and Donatello got wiped by his own confusion. But honestly, for the one Pokemon that ended up going down being Donatello, that's not bad at all, since it is a Bug-type Pokemon. So, honestly, Glass Cannon ended up doing it pretty decent. It got rid of the Mighty Anna. So, we did pretty good in the end. With level 29 for Millie. And it wants to learn Nuzzle. That can paralyze, but for reasons of contest reasons. And no. Nuzzle's good in the fact that it does damage and paralyzes, but honestly, there's better paralyzing moves that attack, in my opinion. Down goes Archie, though.
Ooh, you went and did it, didn't you?
We definitely did, and also that's a lot of money. Thank you. I'll take it. Well, basically 4, 3, 2, 1, but instead of a 1 at the end, it was a 0.
You little scamp! I knew you were the real deal. Brilliant! Within my team would hold back this time. Mega Evolution, how I've missed you. It's been ages since we got to let loose.
Mega Evolution, indeed. Okay, well, he's definitely preparing for, well, Mega Evolution next time we see him then. But it looks like something's going on here.
Scamp, I'm gonna have to ask you to hold that thought. I've got to use my timeout.
Timeout, you say?
That you, Matt. You have the worst timing. What? Who? So Mount Pyre's the real. Got it. Guess that orb's not just some fairy tale after all. Alright. I'm on my way.
Orb, you say?
Sorry, Scamp. When you're grown up, you see, sometimes things crop up. Gotta put our battle on hold till next time, I say. Take this, though. Should help keep you busy till we settle the score. Have fun with it, hey?
Have fun with it? What do you mean by that? Oh, we obtained the meteorite. We got it back for Professor Cosmo. Well, that's good.
Let's meet again somewhere. I'll be sure to remember that face.
Okay. I'll see you later, Archie. Nice to have a fight with you, though. Always good to fight the main leader of these groups in these games, for sure.
I've seen you before, child. It seems you're not to be trifled with if you repelled Archie in battle. What is that fool up to now? He abandoned the meteorite, but he sought so persistently. No. Could it be possible that he has confirmed the existence of the orbs at last?
And also, since we have a good chance of seeing that Megastone compartment, if you look right next to his left eye there, you can actually see the meteorite, or, well, not meteorite, but the Megastone compartment there, since I was bringing up something that we saw in the last episode. So, now that you guys can see it, there's where his keystone would be for his Mega Evolution. But honestly, definitely with Archie, he's definitely preparing for a real fight next time.
Could it be possible that he has confirmed the existence of the orbs at last? Again, I find myself outmaneuvered. What a terrible miscalculation.
Well, outmaneuvered and outmanned, apparently, because we beat you here too. But there goes Maxie as well. Definitely going to be needing to be careful around both of those teams for sure. This mysterious machine, it gives no response whatsoever. Well, honestly, as long as we have the meteorite, we're definitely in good standings now. But we do need to be careful with everything going on. But thankfully, we did scare off all of the grunts here, though. So this place is completely calm again. Also, could be an item around here, I think, because there definitely is an item here. And it's protein. Cool. Okay. Well, I know who we're throwing that on. There's been a very specific Pokemon that we've been throwing all our proteins on. So, you know what? We're going to keep up with what we've been doing there. So, there you go, Donatello. There's a +6 attack for all the extra, well, just in general proteins we threw into you now, since, well, we're at 30 now, so it's actually more than +6. So, not too bad, since, honestly, just in general, the more and more proteins we throw in, the better we get. And honestly, we're doing pretty good on that, since, just in general, we're doing, you know, we found quite a lot of those. So, honestly, not too bad. And honestly, if you're wondering how those work, so basically, +4 gives you +1. So, proteins give you 10. So basically, keep this in mind. So, 4, 8, so that's 2, 12. Then you got 16, 20 for 5. Then you got 24. And then you got 28. So basically, we're at a +7 in stats for Nincatid health, which is pretty good, honestly. The more stats, the better. So the more we build up, the better we can get for just extra strength that we can use on our Pokemon later. Just since, honestly, that kind of stuff is very specific on how it works. And, well, it's a lot of, just in general, a lot of money when it comes to newer games to buy a lot of those stuff. Which we used a decent amount of that kind of stuff in, just in general, with everything we did with Scarlet and Violet. We did a lot of that, honestly. So, honestly, I'm definitely starting to incorporate it more in our playthroughs. But I'm curious about where this item is, because I'm seeing the blue pop up here, but I'm not seeing an item anywhere. You there, you're covered in ash. Don't you look worn out for being so young? I suppose there's no helping it. Once a Pokemon Center girl, always a Pokemon Center girl. I'll have your Pokemon in tip-top shape, in a jiffy. Oh, thanks. That's definitely pretty nice. So we got a nice free heal here. If you keep going down this mountain route, there's a town, or a place called Voyage Town. You should rest before you go, though. Okay, well, we're definitely going to be heading out to Voyage. But honestly, will we be going straight to Voyage when it comes to the gym? Honestly, who knows? Because there is a place I would like to go, if we get the chance to. But here it is, the Jagged Pass, so we're now finally meeting the third of the areas around here, because there was 3, well, if you look on the map, you can see 3 little green squares there. So we're finally meeting the third of them. But it looks like there is some bike stuff here. So we don't have an bike on us. So it would be best to go about getting one if we were to really go through here. But we'll be fine without it for now. But with the fact that you see stuff like that, with the bike, you'll be able to go down certain pathways. And well, since we don't have one, we don't have the ability to go down certain pathways. And those pathways would lead you to items, pretty much, or let you go back up these areas. Like over there on the left, we can see an item we can't reach. So unfortunately, we can't go over there. And we can't go to the right either to get that TM, unfortunately. And it looks like there is a Pokemon here. Could be something we've seen before. That's definitely a Machop because of it being fighting type. But, honestly, not too bad. But yeah, definitely, because we do have the bike we do have, we can at least go up these slopes. So at least we'll be able to go back up and down those areas. But for the most part, for what we have right here, we can't do much. But we do have access to a free TM over here, though. So, 2 TMs possible, although if you had the bike, you would be able to get both. But, honestly, as long as we can get one of those, it's not too bad. But, yeah, no way of getting that one over there. But we can definitely check out you. You might have some Ghost-type Pokemon. I've been to the hot springs and refreshed my tired bones. Right now I'm feeling strong. That's good to hear. But honestly, what do you got on yourself? Expert Shelby. Okay, you're not a Ghost-type. I was thinking you would be a Ghost-type. Since usually, like, the old ladies that you find in these Pokemon games usually have Ghost-type Pokemon. But, nope, you got Fighting-type Pokemon. Okay, well, Strength should be decent here, since it shouldn't be not very effective. It's just going to be normal damage. But being hit by a Fighting-type Pokemon is where things would be very dicey for us. But, Hariyama. Okay, we definitely want to swap out here. Let's go into Osborne, since I feel safer when it comes to a Pokemon like Hariyama to have a high-level Pokemon on it, since Hariyama can hit hard. So, and I should know because I've used one before, so I definitely know what kind of things these things can do. So, Hariyama, sorry there, buddy, but if we can lower your accuracy a little bit, it would probably do us some good. Because the higher, we can drop your accuracy, the better for us, since less damage you are going to do to us. Since these things can learn Belly Drum, and then they can also heal themselves. So basically, they can max out their strength, and then they can heal themselves. Since Belly Drum halves your HP, but then maximizes your strength. So basically, they're walking time bombs, pretty much, when it comes to strength. So you want to be very careful. They're not very fast, though, so you can outspeed them. But they are pretty scary, though, if they are allowed to, do what they want. And technically, you could, agility baton pass and give them a lot of speed. And then, max out your strength, and then go for the free heal, or you can throw an item to give them a free heal. So you don't even need to go for healing yourself. You can just immediately max out your strength, and then go straight for attacks the next turn. So it could be a very definitely terrifying Pokemon if you let it, build it right. Oh my goodness. Now, aren't you something? 2000, ooh, 2000's pretty nice, actually. We haven't really been, super good on, items to be able to buy stuff. So that's actually pretty good. Also, it is over here. Okay, I was thinking it was on the other side there, because, it looked like it was going past that rock. I was curious if there was an item there, and it was. But honestly, not too bad. Bunch of acrobike spots, though. But, ooh, we should have went right there. Oops. Well, looks like we're well, no, we can still make it. Okay, good. And it's another max ether. I'll take it. I actually have a couple of those now, so that's actually really good to have. Let's definitely slowly but surely make our way down the mountain here, while also keeping a good look at our surroundings. So we want to go and... Well, there's a Pokemon over there. We can't get to it, though. This place isn't your casual hike. It's not suited for the public picnic. But yeah, as I was saying, it would be good if we wanted to get any items that we see along the path, if we go slowly. But, honestly, not too bad. We got a TM, we got some decent items for what we saw, so it's not too bad for what we got. But honestly, a Gloom. Definitely gonna say Strength here is gonna be smart. Ooh, it tried to go for Stun Spore, but it messed up. Gonna go for a Slash, though, since I think we should be able to do a decent amount of damage to knock it out. But not too bad. And a decent amount of experience, too. Level 26 for Lily. Getting closer and closer to evolving it, too. I believe level 32 is where we'll be getting our next evolution. And then a Swablu. We know exactly what to do with Swablu, but we don't have Ice-type Pokemon, so we can't go that way. We don't have Fairy-type either. So, it's kind of depending. We do have a Rock-type move, so we can at least go for the 2x weakness, since Fairy would also be a 2x weakness. But if we had an Ice-type Pokemon, we'd be able to completely blast through 4x weaknesses. But honestly, not too bad. We did pretty good there. It could have been pretty good if we did have an Ice-type move, though. Would come in handy. We might get one later with, anything with our, future team building and stuff like that. We might get something to be able to deal with Pokemon like Altaria or Swablu. Oh no, the ground is too bumpy. 352 for winning. Little low, but honestly, not too bad. It's still something we can use. But yeah, as we can see, a lot more acrobike spots. I think there's a Mega Stone on this route, I think, because of the fact of all the acrobike spots. It's just a puzzle that would make a lot of sense for there to be, stuff like that. But honestly, let's definitely take a look here. Route 112 to Lava Ridge Town. And, well, Lava Ridge Town is right here. Well, we're already here, though. But I do think it's a little early to go straight for the gym. So, honestly, you won't be going straight there, because there is a place I would like to go first. Oh, here's where the egg was. I was trying to remember, because I thought the daycare assistant had the egg, and we tried to grab one from him earlier in a couple episodes ago. Well, apparently, no, it was here. Okay, well, honestly, completely forgot it was in this area. But if you're wondering what's inside it, it's a why not. So if you're wondering, pre-evolution of Wobbuffet, pretty much, but it's still pretty cool. Free egg. But I hear an egg. I'd hoped to hatch it by covering it in hot sand by the hot springs, but that doesn't seem to be enough. I've heard it would be best if it were kept together with a Pokemon and carried about. You are a trainer, yes? And your Pokemon radiate vitality. So, what are you? What say you? Will you take this egg to hatch? Sure. Oh, you have too many Pokemon. Talk to me again when you have room for this egg. Which, thankfully, there is a Pokemon Center here. With also access to the hot springs, which is pretty funny. Since this is, like, one of the only Pokemon Centers with, like, an actual secondary reason for it. Which is kind of funny. But honestly, throw our Linoon in there, and we can go and grab our why not egg real quick. Just so we have it. There's no reason to not grab it, but since we, already had talked to her, might as well grab it, though, since we have the chance to. Good. I hope you'll walk plenty here with this, or plenty with this egg here. Well, thank you for the egg. But as I said, it's a why not egg, so if you want a why not or a Wobbuffet, well, that's your way to do it, since that is definitely how you get yourself a Wobbuffet in this game. But honestly, definitely gonna say, would definitely keep it in here because we're not really fully, running around with that kind of stuff. Also, you're holding a repel. I'll take that, actually. Thank you. Okay, not too bad. But honestly, yeah, for places to go, we should definitely head to where I want to go. So, I know it's a little bit out of the way, but I actually want to go back to over here, Dewford. And the reason is because of Granite Cave. And the reason why is because I was talking about a Pokemon a while ago that I wanted to get there, but we couldn't get to it because we didn't have access to it before. And we could have gotten it a decent time back, so honestly we could easily go about and, get ourselves one now, but we could have went there before we did this, to be fair, but honestly I wanted to go to Mount Chimney first before doing so. So honestly, with that being said, I'll be right back with you guys, and we'll be inside Dewford, making our, actually, Dewford Granite Cave, I should say. And I'll see you guys in Granite Cave, since that is definitely our next location. Since there's definitely something I want to grab there that we can now have access to since we have the Mach Bike. So, with that being said, BRB boys and girls, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Okay, and now that we're at Dewford in Granite Cave, I don't know why I was about to say mountain, but Granite Cave is where we're at finally. It did only take me, 5 minutes to get here, so it wasn't too much of a travel for me, but I thought it would be easier if I did a small cut for you guys, since it would be easier to do so. But now that we have the Mach Bike, we can actually make our way into the actual cave here, since that's only the entrance there. And this is actually where we want to be using stuff like Flash. Thankfully, Flash is less forced in this game, but honestly, it is very helpful in the original games. Since in the original games, they only gave you a small little circle around your character. And I mean small. It's like literally, only one small, barely an inch away from your character's face, pretty much. If it were to be actual in-person character, because technically you're not walking around with a light, it's just a light for you to see outside the game. So your character's actually walking around in pitch black, darkness, pretty much. But thankfully, in this game, it's not too much of a problem. Only thing is what do we get rid of here? Because we probably don't need Flash, but it would be helpful for you guys to be able to see, since it'll be easier. Honestly, can I relearn Slash? I think as long as we can get Slash back, I'll be pretty good on it. Let me double check what we have access to, because I don't want to lose something completely. Well, we do have the ability to give Dig. You know what? Okay, I got an idea. So what we'll do is we'll throw Flash into Donatello for now, and we're going to swap out Mudslap for Dig, because Dig is actually going to be better than Mudslap since it's a physical-based Pokemon. Since, as you can see, it's got minus special attack. Oh, actually, no, wait. Actually, I think that's... No, that is minus. Okay, so, yeah, blue is minus, red is plus. So, basically... Well, honestly, Mudslap is definitely not going to really work on the Pokemon. It was good when it was an Enigmatic because it didn't have any ground-type moves. But now that it does have access to Dig, we don't have to really worry about it. But honestly, instantly throw in the Flash now, since we're definitely going to need that. So, definitely use that, since it'll make it easier for you guys to see if you guys are on like phones or stuff like that. So it'll give you guys a nice, easy way to see what's going on right now. And it's not a bad move, per se, but we'll instantly get rid of it once we don't need it, so. But honestly, it is good that we're here, since now we can actually do some real exploring in Granite Cave, because there is stuff that we want to grab here. I believe there is a Megastone we can obtain here, for sure, because this place makes a lot of sense for there to be one here, with it being a cave like this. But, I think that's one of the major reasons, but I think there's another reason to come back here, too, other than what we're searching for. Also, a bunch of ladders. Forgot about this. Well, let's definitely go about our ladders and see what we can find. But honestly, definitely going to be some exploring in here. Surprisingly snuck by that guy, I don't know how. And there's also a TM down here, but there's our Megastone, like I said. And it is for a Steelixite, which is pretty good, honestly. Pretty free. I'll definitely take it. But, yeah, actually, maybe a really good reason to come down here. Shadow Claw is one of my favorite moves. So, I'll take it, okay. Just because it's crit and it's ghost type. So, honestly, if you have a ghost type that likes to crit, honestly, oh. And talking about the Pokemon we wanted to find, we found it instantly. And that'll be a perfect move to throw onto it. Okay, Sableye. Definitely gonna be wanting to get ourselves one of these. Thing is it is a ghost type. It's way lower than our current level right now. So we do need to be careful on it. Let's go for a Premier Ball. It's possible we can catch it in it. Thing is, though, is the first Sableye we get isn't actually going to be the one we get on our team. I'm going to be honest there. There's a reason why I say this, and it's because I actually have a very specific type of Sableye I prefer. And that is actually called a Prankster Sableye. If we can get one of those, that'd be pretty cool. Because the thing is normal Sableye, if I remember correctly, doesn't have many abilities that are very good for it. And Prankster gives it priority in battle, which is pretty cool. So if you have like a move that's like a status effect, this is how Prankster works. If it has a status effect on it, it gets priority and can attack first. It is a very good move on a Pokemon like this, especially with the fact that it is one of the Pokemon that has the ability to Mega Evolve. So basically, you could set yourself up and then Mega Evolve with it. It's pretty cool. It's actually is my favorite Mega Evolution, to be fair. I actually really, really like Sableye. So that's honestly the major reason why we're going to be getting one. And you can definitely tell I like Sableye with the fact that he's been in the background for who knows how long at this point. He's been back there for quite some time. So, honestly, it's definitely going to be pretty cool to have ourselves a Sableye on the team for the very first time in a Pokemon adventure, since I never really get the chance to use one, and when we do have the chance, we have Pokemon that make it so we can't really use it, since we already have, either a Dark or a Ghost type Pokemon, and because of the fact that, like, Mimikyu, well, let's be honest here, there's quite a decent rivalry between the two Pokemon for me when it comes to which one I would rather have, since I love Mimikyu and I love Sableye, and because of them both, well, technically one's a Dark type and one's a Fairy type, so technically there is a difference between them where it can use both, but it definitely, I try to make differences between my team as much as I possibly can, is what I'm trying to say. And also, we're kind of, not doing much here, are we? Is there another way we can go about doing this without knocking you out? I could do this. I have an idea. What we could do is we could throw a status in. A status will make it easier to catch it, since we're not going to have really a chance to attack it. So, let's go Thunder Wave. It'll paralyze it, and paralysis should be enough to let us go about catching ourselves this thing. Although, it's not going to be the one that we want, it will be at least the preparation for us getting ourselves the one we want. So this one, we'll give it a name, and it'll be the name we end up going with, but it's not going to be the one we use, is definitely the answer there. Because, I'll definitely be getting ourselves one that we can truly use. That'd be pretty cool, because I really would like to have a hidden ability Pokemon for once in one of these series. And I know how to do it. It's very easy to do for hidden ability Pokemon in this game, especially with the fact that the Dex Nav thing, whenever a Pokemon pops up and it's, you know, kind of shaking around in the ground and you can see it, that's actually how you find hidden ability Pokemon and hidden move Pokemon too, like egg moves and stuff like that. So basically, pretty easy way to catch one. Thing is though, is you have to keep finding them and finding them until you get one. And hopefully this thing gets in the Pokeball. There we go. Took all my Pokeballs to get it, but there we go. Definitely a fighter, that's for sure. It might get lucky, you never know, but honestly, hidden ability Pokemon don't appear in normal battles, so I'm pretty sure this isn't the one that we want. But honestly, not too bad. We got ourselves our Sableye now. But here we go. Sableye the Darkness Pokemon. Dark Ghost. 1 foot 8 inches. 24.3 pounds. Sableye digs the ground with sharpened claws to find rocks that it eats. Substances in the eaten rocks crystallize and rise up to the Pokemon's body surface. And with that being said, we got ourselves a Sableye. And we'll definitely name it, since we're definitely going to be using one later. But the thing is what would we like to name it? Because honestly, there's kind of a couple names to name it. Honestly, I'm going to go with something new, since there's like ones we've never used before. And honestly, I'm kind of feeling either Razor as a name, which is a little edgy, I guess. Or we can go with, honestly, you know, I kind of like Razor, honestly. Because it is pretty razor sharp, with it being, you know, made out of gems and stuff like that. And just in general, it's a very, pokey Pokemon, so it actually kind of works, honestly. You know what? We're gonna go for it. We're gonna name you Razor. I know it's definitely a different way of spelling, just in general, because, you know, you could do Razor like into the headphones, or you could do Razor as like Razor Blade. But honestly, not too bad, honestly. But now that we got ourselves a Sableye, that's exactly the reason why we came here. But the Mega Evolution Stone's always good too, and the Shadow Claw too. Also, you're talking about contests, apparently. I was heading to the contest Spectacular Hall, but I seem to have lost my way. Yeah, you're far away from one, buddy. You're way too far away from one. What do you got? Hiker Davian. Okay, you got yourself a Geodude. Okay, not too bad. I like Geodude. Always a pretty cool Pokemon. Level 15 though, so we don't need to worry about you hurting us by any means necessary. But, we're not going to one-shot you because of the fact that we're not that high level. So, but we will break through his little sturdy there if he did have one. So honestly, not too bad. Worked out pretty well. But yeah, sorry there, buddy. Your little Geodude's not going to do much. But 200 experience does go a long way. What was that? Slashed you into little bitty rock pieces. That's exactly what happened there. And there's an escape rope as well. Though maybe not exactly everything there, but honestly not too bad. We do have that other guy there on the other side, and he's a fossil guy, which he'll have fossil-like Pokemon, which is never a bad reason to fight one of those guys. But honestly, we don't need to really heavily worry about him. Kind of curious about the other locations around here, though, since this place does have a decent amount of items, for the most part. But there's a Repel, which could be good, since we can use that to stay away from Pokemon if we want to. But honestly, definitely going to be going around. We want to get on our Mach Bike. I always forget that we don't have it automatically selected, since it's a 4x4, well, it's a 4 grid to selection and stuff like that. And it looks like there is indeed an item here, but where is it hiding though? It looks like it's to the rightish. Is it? Oh, is it on the other side of the wall? Oh no, it's underneath us. And it's a super potion. That's nice. We can use that for when we go to Lava Ridge Town for our gym fight. Wait, is that another item? Yeah, there is. Where is it, though? It senses it. I'm guessing it's on the other ladder, I'm guessing. It looks like it's in that other area that we were at before with the hiker for Davian. So definitely not going that way. Again, for just an item. Since sometimes it's not always, like, you know, fruitful to go for some items. Ooh, rare candy, though. That's pretty nice. I'll take a rare candy. I like rare candy, so that's actually pretty nice. Okay, now that we're done there, let's actually throw on our dig now, since we can actually use this as an escape rope, too, which is pretty nice. So, we don't have to waste any of our escape ropes. But, we do want to have that overflash anyways. So, let's definitely swap that out completely, and then give ourselves a better ground-type move that's actually physical, since that'll definitely come in handy. But now that we got that all settled, let's definitely get ourselves on out of here, and then prepare ourselves to make our way to the land above, since right now, being stuck in Granite Cave is not going to be the best thing for where we currently are, because we're pretty deep in it. But honestly, not too bad. Honestly, we did pretty good there. And also, while we're here, we'll take a quick look at the Sableye real quick, because it might be... I know it's not possible to get a hidden ability right away, but, well, it was worth a shot to check. We got Keen Eye, though, so we don't lose accuracy whatsoever, which is pretty good. But honestly, not exactly what I was hoping for, since I'm primarily wanting to go for, like I said, Prankster, which is its hidden ability. I believe its abilities are Keen Eye, Stall, which I believe is the one that you have to attack last to do damage extra. A little bit extra damage, I believe. And then Prankster is the priority when you use status moves. So say like I use Foresight, I'll move first, pretty much. So basically, have moves like that. You can do like Swords Dance or just stuff like that, or you can set yourself up a substitute or stuff like that. It's a pretty good one. It's Will-O-Wisp as well. You can instantly use Will-O-Wisp, which is pretty good. But honestly, yeah, definitely a Pokemon that can be very, very good under the right conditions. But honestly, with that being said, we're going to actually end off today's episode early. Although, normally I wouldn't do this, but because of the fact that we're going back to Lawbridge, and it's quite a decent ways away, it's easier for us to end off today's episode here instead of cutting to Lawbridge and ending it there because, well, we don't have enough time to go about doing the gym leader over in Lawbridge right now. So, honestly, with that being said, honestly, in the next episode we will be making our way to our 4th gym of our adventure in Lawbridge Town, and, well, preparing to get the ability to use Strength, and, well, be preparing for what will be also the preparation for taking on our father, since Norman is the 5th gym leader of our adventure, and like he said, once we have all the badges we need, we'll be perfectly ready to take him on. So, we're getting pretty close to actually taking on our dad as well, which is pretty cool, honestly. Other than that, we don't know what's going on with Archie right now. He kind of disappeared for a time being. But, we might see him very, very soon, as well as Maxie. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep being spooky. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Hey, boys and girls. Thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode. And keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.